Alrighty, good afternoon guys. How are you all doing? I hope you're all home safe and looking after each other. What we're going to do today, guys, I'm going to explain to you a bit more about your posture while you're at home. I know a lot of us are going to be working from home and we want to make sure that we have the best setup as well as we're doing the right things to look after your spine during this time. And it's really important that we do look after the spine, guys, because if we don't look after it now, it will start to stiffen up a lot more. And obviously, as we go on and through this, we don't know how long we're going to be here for. So we want to make sure we're staying as healthy as possible. So today, guys, what we've got are 3 simple rules that I want you to follow, okay? The first one is there is no perfect posture. When it comes to the body, I wish it was simple enough for me to just show you a position and then that's it, you're taken care of. Unfortunately, that's not how our bodies work. They're not designed to sit still for 8 to 9 hours a day, okay? So we always got to remember that our body wants to move, alrighty? So we want to make sure we keep moving it around, and any posture that we put ourselves in, yes, certainly there's some that are better than others, but at the end of the day, no one position is going to be the best for 8 hours in one day, okay? So we want to keep it moving. Brings you to the second part, which is hips above the knees. All right, I can't stress that enough. When it comes to working at home, a lot of us think, great, that's me on the couch for the next couple of hours and I'll have my feet up. Essentially, that's not going to work for us, and I'll show you why. Is because when we're sitting here, if we've got our sort of legs, so I'll take this away. If we've got our legs up and we're sitting in the couch, so we're in a nice relaxed position, we've got the laptop sitting here and you've got your legs up like this. Effectively what that is working away like this. Okay, so it's not great for any part of your spine, even though it may feel comfortable. Alrighty, so make sure you avoid sitting at the couch and try and get yourself onto a proper chair as well as at a proper desk with the right height at everything. Okay, so what I'll show you here, guys, is when we're at our desk, what we always want to maintain is a 90 and 90 position, okay, and keeping the hips above the knees there. So at the moment, we've got the knees sort of at 90 degrees, we've got the hips at 90 degrees, and that's perfect. The best thing we can do to improve this, though, is to put a towel. So you just fold up a towel and you place that at the back of your chair, and what that will do is it will just naturally prop you up there, and it will just put my pelvis a little bit higher than the knees, which means I can come to my desk and work in a natural upright position like this. You can tuck in a pillow behind here if you want to support your back for a bit, but as I say, we've got to stick to our third principle, which is move it or lose it. So making sure that we can look after our spine by moving it around is always going to be the best thing for us. So in the way of moving it, we've got 5 postural breaks here, what I call the D-put. So just remember D-put, and that will help you to understand what 5 exercises we're going to go through. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you is a doorway pec stretch. Okay, so when we're sitting at the desk, if we're typing away or sitting over something, we're going to start to shorten our pec muscles. So these big ones here are going to mean that we're going to stay in this position, and it's not great for us. It's going to start to make us feel really hunched, and it's going to increase emotional stress in a way. So what you want to do is the doorway stretch, which if we come over here, we're going to stand here in the doorway, and you've got the low, the mid, and the high. So we want to get all the fibers of the pec, which means we start here at the low. We're going to push through like this. Easy as that. Alrighty. Next one we're going to do is go to the middle, and we're going to push through again. Just letting that one go, and this is a really big one, usually where you're going to hit most of the fibers. So really spend a bit of time pushing through these ones because it's really going to help open up. Next one we've got is the third is up high, so you can do it here in the middle, or you can do it with your arms still out. All you want to do is push through again. And at these ones as well, guys, make sure you can do a few head movements with it. So just looking up to the ceiling, back down, looking across to the right, and then to the left. And just slowly going through those. So you want to do about 10 of these, so you could probably go a few like that, a few in the middle, and then a few at the top here. And then you want to move on to the next one, which is what we call our pull-aparts. So to do a pull-apart, it's simple. Just have your hands out like this, and what you want to think about is you're breaking apart bread there or anything, and you're just pulling your arms apart. So what it looks like is just moving the arms out into this position. Make sure the shoulders are nice and relaxed, and just pulling all the way through. That's going to fire up your back muscles and really start to open up the chest of yours, so it helps to allow for us to get that better opening of that posture. Third one we're going to move on to now is what we call the upward standing dog. So if you come over here, we'll go into that position. So this one, again, we're up against the wall, so hands just nice and flat, nice and straight. What we're going to do from this position, you're just going to arch your back into it and just letting that back straighten up there. So we're just going to move through those. You want to do about 5 of these, just really stretching it out. Don't go to where you feel any pain with any of these. You just want to do it for a movement and a feel of a stretch. So another way you can encourage that is if you bend the knees a little bit, Then you can come into it a bit more and really stretch out the front and the back, and that will open up to the mid back there. So we're going on to our fourth one now. Our fourth one is what we call the lat buster. This one's going to be a really good one, guys, for anyone that suffers with a sort of burning or numbness or sort of real tight pain at the back, the upper back there, right on that part. And that's a really hard one, a notoriously hard place to get to. So a good way to do that and to stretch that off, arms at 90 degrees up against the wall. And this one, what I'm focusing on is trying to get my head through my arms. So as I've got them here, all I'm doing is pushing through like that. So really pushing through, and I can feel that all the way down through the sort of the lat muscles, as well as right through the middle of the spine. So finally onto our last one. This is where we're going to go doing the wall angel. So bringing your arms up to the 90 degrees. Obviously you'd have a wall here, you don't have to, but just having your back against the wall. What we want to do is try and flatten out the back against the wall there, and just having our arms like that, we're going to try and just go through a motion like this. So bring the arms all the way up and then all the way down. So you just want to try and move through that. Guys, if you're having trouble with this, if you find that you have any shoulder injuries or any problems with the shoulders and you can't get it all the way back, just go to where you feel comfortable and where you feel a bit of a stretch. The thing to do is focus on the neck and try and tuck it in and get those double chins going. And from there, you can do it like that as well. So just going to wherever feels comfortable. Alrighty? So that's it, guys. That's 5 exercises you can do that is going to help improve and look after your spine. If you have any troubles with it, let us know. Send us a message if you want anything more. But for now, look after yourselves, stay home, stay safe, and take care.